Hey vinyl community, how's everybody doing today? Good to see you. Alright, well, back into Beatles vinyl and showing some more stuff. This is, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to label this, but this is just kind of assorted Beatles albums after I got done with Let It Be. So first off, we're going to show Beatles Christmas album. This is great. Alright, I know Capitol's watching and listening. Yeah, right. This album they need to release. They keep pushing stuff out on this and then they don't release it. And this was a huge mistake that Capitol, let me get this right. This is a huge mistake that Capitol has not released this. People like Marv, hey, good job Marv. He's collected all of the floppies. Well, they're called floppies back. You know, the flexi discs of the Christmas albums. That's really great for Marv. Boy, those are really fantastic. Those ones that you've got. Those are the originals. And then the album came out in 1970. But I really feel as if they need to release the album. It would be great if they did that. But this is the way Beatle Brad. I think Capitol should release it. This is a newer one. This is a boot, and this is in green. Still the same lineup, still the Christmas album, but it was released on green vinyl, and also there is a red one as well. I don't have that one. It's kind of like, you got one, that's okay, that's good enough. Maybe I'll get the red one, but that's kind of Christmassy, kind of cool, kind of fun. I wish they would release those. If Capitol did that for the red and green, do that for the Christmas album, that'd be really, really cool. Because I just think that would be really neat to do it that way instead of just releasing it as a regular album. And then this is a CD copy of the Beatles Christmas album, and then this has got outtakes and rehearsals and stuff like that. It's all the second disc is all just stuff like that, and that's really pretty cool to have the rehearsals. So that's what Capitol needs to do. They also need to release the rehearsals. When they did the Christmas album, it wasn't all set up. It was set up. I'm sorry, get my thoughts all messed up. It wasn't spontaneous. It was set up. It was scripted and all written out and all that kind of stuff. So, but they need to release that. Excuse me. The outtakes were great. Because the outtakes did sound like a lot of fun and kind of exciting and all that kind of stuff. Then there's this. And this, you're saying, Beatle Brad, why are you showing this? This is Free as a Bird. But Christmas Time Is Here Again is the only legit release of the Christmas stuff so far, and this is 2017. So if you're watching this video 10 years from now and you're like, hey, this has already been released, stupid, then yeah, okay, maybe it has. So, you know, all right, I got it. But no, I kind of hope that they come about and do that and release it. All right, next up is this album. This is a great album. 2-album set. This inside I always thought was really different. That was really kind of just unique with the child standing on the inside and the rest of them are on the outside of the fence and the Beatles themselves. All that kind of stuff. Goodness, I'm so sorry. I don't know, I got something in the air. And there's the vinyl. This was kind of neat for the red and blue album that they did. This is great. I really like this. The sound quality of this is okay. It's nice. It's kind of a history period piece to have. If you wanted to add it to your collection, that's great, but I wouldn't feel as if this is a must that you definitely have to have for this. You know, it's one of those. They re-released these on vinyl, and I didn't buy them because like 180 gram or whatever, but I just never bought them. I just sort of felt like, well, what I've got's good enough. And then I've got the CD, which is a British import of the same. That's kind of cool. And then this is a promo for the Red and Blue album. This is a promo CD of that, as you'll kind of see so clearly. I'm sorry, I forgot to show you this. This is what the inside looks like, and it comes with a booklet. For those of you that are looking for the CDs, that's a good one. It's nicely done. All right, I showed you the red. Now for the Beatles Blue. And you know what? John Lennon had a hand in this album. He sure did. John Lennon had a hand in doing this. So that's kind of cool that John had some say in how this album was done and all that. This record's kind of just the same. So let's hear an audio clip. Over to John. I hope. It didn't play. I've had more trouble with this player. So sorry. Let's see if I can get it to work here. Technical difficulties. I can't get it to play. Golly, that's a pain. It's a brand new player too. It's not like I, have had this for 70 years or something. But anyway, John says, talking about the Red and Blue album. But we can't run that audio clip anyway. That throws me off. All right, I'm going to show out of this book. This is a very good book. If you're looking for like a tour book, this is really good. But anyway, John just said, the Red and Blue album, he had some hand in doing it and getting it together. This is the studio, the EMI house, where they actually, this is enclosed now, as you can see, but this is where they did the album cover for the Red and Blue album. And it's the EMI house in London. And here we go again. This is the Red album. Basically the same. And it's Deja Vu. All over again. But the cool thing about this is these are on red vinyl. Isn't that cool? So they did these in red, and they're really neat, both of them. Wind just kind of picked up here. There's that side, there's that side. And of course, you have the Red album, which was done in red vinyl. And then to follow up, you have to have the Blue album. Basically the same thing. I took all of my plastic outer bags on those, the inserts, to go a little faster, just to kind of show you. But isn't that cool, the way they did this Red and Blue? I think that's really neat. I'm really happy with that and thrilled with that, because I think that's just really, really neat when they do that. There it is again. Watching my dog, make sure he's okay and just kind of sitting where he is. And then next up is this album, and they need to release this on CD. This really hasn't been released legit wise in their song listings, and this is just my American version. There's the inside. I really like the inside of this a lot. I think that's a cool picture. I should have gotten it out. I forgot, but I've got the promo poster to this album, which is the inside here like this. But anyway, that's a really cool picture. Did I show that enough? And this is just my American pressing. This is kind of how they came. And I bought this originally, so this isn't like a second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand record. I bought this in '77. I think it was '77 when this came out. But I bought this when it came out new. Can you imagine that? buying vinyl in '77 new. And then there's the second one. I've seen different variations of this album. That's a neat picture. And I thought about getting different countries of this album, but I just haven't gotten around to it. It's not really high on my priority list of chasing albums of this one. But it's a good album. Like I said, they have not released it. And then when you bought the book, you get a booklet with it. Excuse me. When you bought the album, you got a booklet with it by Capitol. And what this basically is the songs and the words to them. And my book's in fantastic shape. You know, nowadays they give you a CD of it and they put pictures in the middle, and that's okay. No problem with that at all. I would have liked to have had a picture in this, though. That would have been kind of cool. So this is kind of like my miscellaneous. See, yeah, I did show that. My miscellaneous Beatles. Kind of going into a category now where it's just miscellaneous Beatles stuff. Next up is this Beatles album. And this album is really pretty good. See, I still have the hype stickers, the sticker on it, and then this is your lineup on this album as well. Sorry, I'm having a difficult time with this one. There we go. There's the lineup of this, and this is still sealed. So this is relatively new. This was put out a couple years ago, and it's a foreign press to begin with. So if you're looking for something kind of fun, just something kind of different to listen to, I recommend that. That's a good one. All right, vinyl community, those are kind of just some records that I'm showing just out of my collection, and I have more to come. So we've got more fun stuff to show. All right, vinyl community, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you thought of my segment of just miscellaneous Beatles records. Yeah. Can't think. Guy in the lawnmower is distracting me. Yeah, so like I said, subscribe to my channel. Hello to my old subscribers. Appreciate you guys hanging in there and being with me. And hello to my new subscribers. I got a lot more to show, a lot more coming up. So thank you very much for being a part of my magical mystery tour through my Beatles stuff. And we're having lots of fun, so it's good times. All right, vinyl community, I've taken too much of your time, and so I am out of here. Take care, vinyl community. See you guys.